Hello everybody, it's me, Cullen. Tonight I will be using Soap Commander. This is a summer release, Gusto, however you want to call it, Gusto Raspberry Lemonade. The raspberry, it's really good. It smells like a raspberry lemonade. It's not a very strong scent. And on this, I can't remember if they had splash available or if it was just balm. But I got the balm. And this has menthol. I did not notice that, so hopefully it doesn't kill me. For brush, I'm using my Sun Making Required brush. Razor, I'm using my all titanium carbon with the plus plate and second use Sputnik. And for bowl, thanks to who I used to consider a friend, and during this process I was putting his name on the list of people to put it on the naughty list to get a lump of coal. But at the same time, I'm glad that he kind of challenged me to do this because it was a good challenge. But he asked me, challenged me to polish my Captain's Choice. And there's my lather. And so that's for you, Sig Solo. In one of the videos, he commented about repolishing and why does my Captain's Choice bowl look like that, and he'd like to see me polish the inside and outside. Look at this thing. It's supposed to be a mister. It's a squirt gun. This water's hotter. And so, challenge accepted. It's still got some parts on the inside that I got to get that coating out. I had to quit for the night just because it's after 10 here, and in my apartment's after 10. You can't do laundry or anything. It's like quiet time. And so I'll have to finish it up tomorrow. But that thing is a bear to do. Let's see if I could pull a CDB like he did today, where he had that big. I don't know if I get enough on here, like with a. Look at that pimple. My lather pimple. And this is a badger brush on here. Tonight when I was lathering, I decided to take it a little slower as far as adding water. Normally when I put my soap in my bowl, by how much I put in, I normally know that I could add at least, for the soaps that I use, I know that I could use at least 15 mLs of hot water right away. That helps to soften the soap. And then I kind of swish it around in there. And I do that just to help the lathering process be a little quicker. And then as I lather it, just using the tips of the brush, like CDB does, as it starts to get pasty, I'll actually kind of squish the brush along the edge of the bowl to get any water out of the brush back into the bowl and work that. And then if it gets pasty, lately I've been going and adding like 5 mL of water. Well, tonight I added 2 and worked that and just kept working it. And then I just added 1 and it turned out pretty good. So I'm gonna start slowing down on my water. And yeah, and so you know, it's a weird thing. This razor, before I was using it, I would have to use a stainless steel cap. And the little bit of weight it added, really made a difference. The plus plate, I like the efficiency of it because it has a bigger blade gap. But I like the blade feel of the standard plate. Well, the standard plate and the stainless, I don't know if the standard plate and titanium is the same blade gap. And now he's only doing the web plates, and I think those cost more than the old base plates did. Which I didn't think the, for the little bit of metal that gets taken out of the base plate to make it the web design, I just can't imagine it actually being enough of a weight difference for anybody to actually tell, unless something changes in the weight of the handle to change the balance with the new plates. I think a lot of times things like that are really suggestive differences, kind of like the placebo effect in medicines. Well, it's kind of like even with wet shaving. You're told that you're told by people that have a YouTube channel and have lots of subscribers, that this razor is good and it's better than this razor. You know, now granted, it's all their opinion, but it's all suggestive. You know, when you hear over and over that like Sony makes the best TVs. If that's all you ever hear online and newspapers, and that's all that they ever print in ads and you know, J.D. Powers gives them all the awards, and or whoever gives them all the awards and everything else. But you buy it, and a month later, you decide to buy another TV, basically the same thing, but a bit different, that say some brand that's, you know, Hisense or whatever. Supposed to not be as good, but you take it home and it actually has better picture, better sound, better everything, but because certain publishings and stuff say it's not better, it's just drilled into our minds that it's not better. You know, just like the placebo thing. They tell you you're getting this medicine that should make you feel better, and they're really just giving you a sugar pill. Or they tell you, you know, whatever. I don't know, but this to me feels different, being all titanium, like it shaves different. I don't know what the gram difference is between the top plates, but maybe that's all just suggestive, you know, because it's been drilled into our heads that titanium shaves better and blah, blah, blah. We all know it costs more. But You know, I don't know what to consider my channel. I don't know if it's really, I don't know if I would call it a review channel, because do I review stuff? I don't know what I do. What do I do? Besides talk to myself looking at a camera. Schizophrenic shaving channel? I don't know. What is this? You know, the only two razors that I've really three that I've kind of reviewed. Have been the Vector, the Saber, and the Claymore Evolution. I think those are all the ones that have gotten new since I've had the channel. I've gotten some other ones new, but I didn't review them. I just started using them and enjoying them. I don't know. I don't think you could give a honest review of a razor using it once or even twice or three times. You know, when I did the Vector, the first time I used it, I did not like it at all. And the first time I used it, I used a Feather Pro that was on like its 10th use. But using that same blade in a different razor would have been fine, but in the Vector it wasn't. So the next time I used it, I used a new blade and it was a totally different shave. And I used it for a few more shaves before I gave my real thoughts on it. You know, it's funny, this leather, like in my phone, looks like it's really dry, but it is so creamy and hydrated. Like, I don't know if you can see the sheen on that. Probably not, because these lights are awful. But it is just so hydrated and good. She makes some really good soaps. Like her seasonal tubs, I love these things. Her regular tubs, I don't like, because they're like that. They're just, and so once you get into them, they're really hard to get soap out of because they're deep and narrow. That's just my thoughts. But, you know, the Vector, to me, it was the hardest SE on the market to load a blade in. Because that head is so It's so thin, and I'm not talking thin like the width. I'm talking this, and it's machined so precisely that you can't grab it to get it off. And so what I was doing was I would hold it and unscrew it, and as I was unscrewing it, I would push up to push the top plate up. And then the blade would usually stick to the top plate or the base plate. But like carbon, absolutely love this razor. This is a razor that if I didn't have a channel, this could be my 1DE and I would be happy. The only thing that absolutely drives me absolutely bonkers, like just now shaving under my nose, I'm trying to get close and that stupid blade tab gets me under the nose because the head doesn't cover it. I know a lot of people like that because then you could hold the blade tab to take the blade on and off, but you can't use it to shave your head because that blade tab catches your ears. And so because of that, it can't be a all-around razor for me. Which is such a shame because it's such a fabulous razor. This soap performs so good, it's so slick. Her prices are really good. She's located 30-something miles from me over in Ardmore. I can't remember if she's on the Tennessee side or Alabama side. And this one's actually vegan, it says on here. Ardmore, Alabama. Yeah, so she's on the Alabama side. Yeah, so I'm excited and can't wait for the Era to come out. Just really excited to see a new offering to give the car some competition, especially seeing the price on it. That stainless steel carve is pricey. To me, it seems like the Carve company needs to come up with some kind of new razor with a different design, or they're going to kind of be dead in the water. You know, and that's why like I know a lot of people have the brass and the stainless steel and the aluminum. And I know that they'll all, if you put the C plate on all of them, they'll all shave different. But he needs to come up with a new head design or something, a new handle choice, something, you know, the titanium one, I guess that one died out or something. I don't know, but he definitely needs something to I don't know. You know, to me, it's just the same thing. It's kind of like the Rockwell razors. It's just the 6C to the S to the whatever the other one is. They're all the same. They all look the same, and you know, so to me, I don't know what entices people to, I guess, you know, if you just don't want the pot metal in the 6C, that's why you would buy the 6S, the stainless. You know, but all the razors look alike. And you know, it's not, you know, it's I believe those razors, even the stainless steel ones, are all cast. So there's going to be variations in them as the casts wear out, imperfections. It's not CNC milled, where you have where it's being controlled to the you know, the millimeter, as far as settings. But you know, for $100 stainless steel razor, with all the plates that it comes with, you really can't expect too much from it. But I think that's where, the shave industry, wet shaving, we tend to carry over life. Into wet shaving, where the more expensive something is usually dictates better quality, when a lot of times that's not necessarily true. And wet shaving, just because you buy a razor that costs you $200 or whatever, doesn't mean that you're going to get a better shave from it than the razor you've used for 8 months that you spent, $90 on. Like the, what's the name of that razor now? The Paradigm Diamondback. Excuse me, I need to. I'll try to edit that out, but it's either that or have snot running out my face here in a second. To me, it was a beautiful razor, but it was too mild feeling of a razor. It had good efficiency, but to me, it was just, for the price, the handle was slippery. I don't know, to me it was pretty looking, and that's about where it ended up. But let's see how this menthol is sealed. Oh, you can smell that menthol. Okay, so let's go over what we used today. My Captain's Choice bowl that I've polished is, if you, under here there's a few spots that still have that stuff. And on the inside you could see there's still a few spots. This inner ring has really turned out to be a challenge. But we'll get that done, and there's a few spots up under here where the hammering was deeper. And it seems like on some of these spots, the only way to actually get it out is kind of like on this area. The hammer spots were real deep, so the only way to get it out was to actually push hard on the buffing wheel and just buff that metal totally gone until it became smooth. So I don't know if I'll be able to do that on that lip without losing the lip. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how this will turn out. If I'll be able to get all of it because of the way it's hand hammered. But I will try my best. But I think it looks pretty doggone disco ballish and sexy the way it is right now. So Sig, there's your answer. We'll try to get it the rest of the way. And then for brush, I used my M for Mighty Mouse. So I'm making required brush. And the good old carbon titanium with the plus plate. And tomorrow's shave. Tomorrow is C4th. No. Tomorrow C4 Sea Spice Lime? Might be. I don't know. We'll see. It might be. Might not be. And so with that, I don't know what razor we're using tomorrow. Nobody ever helps me out in comments. So usually it's just Wayne that helps me and sends me a message and tells me what to use. So thank you, Wayne. So that's it for the shave. We will see you tomorrow night. Thank you for tuning in, stopping by, paying attention, all that good stuff. Yeah. So we'll see you tomorrow. My brain has lost me and I've lost my complete train of thought, but we'll see you tomorrow for another shave. Take care, be safe, and God bless.